Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dan from Big Bucks Trading. In this video I'm going to be going over my technical analysis on a few different coins. I'm going to start off by going over VECHAIN and Link, my Elliott wave analysis and targets for both of those coins, and then I'm just going to be going over an update on XRP and SIACOIN. Also, if you haven't checked out my Twitter, it's DanDowdTrading. I go over stock plays and crypto updates, and I also do these polls where you guys decide which video I do next and which coins you guys would like me to go over. So I'm going to be going over VECHAIN first. Another reason why you guys should follow my Twitter is because I posted this setup around 2 weeks ago when this coin was at 13 cents. And I just posted my Elliott wave analysis on my Twitter. So if you guys want early access to stuff like this, then definitely drop a follow. So if we take a look at VECHAIN, it made a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is going on to set primary wave 5. If we take a closer look at wave 4, it corrected as a double zigzag. And this is when it has a zigzag in wave W, a zigzag in wave Y, and wave X can take any correction type. So within wave W, there is a ABC down to the minor degree. And in this example, wave X took correction as a zigzag as well. So there is another ABC. And then within intermediate wave Y, there is also a ABC. So I definitely think that that is the bottom of primary wave 4. Since it's at the start of primary wave 5, I believe that this is wave 1, 2, and it is going on to set wave 3, 4, and 5. On the daily time frame, it did break out of a triangle and it did retest it as support. This is when I alerted it on my Twitter because this is a very good looking setup right here. So now I'm going to go over my targets for VECHAIN. One of the measurements for a wave 5 is you draw a trend line from the bottom of primary wave 2 to the bottom of primary wave 4 and then parallel up to the top of primary wave 1 right over here, and the target for that fifth wave is going to be that upper trend line. Depending on how long this fifth wave takes, if it does drag its feet for a little bit and we do see something like this, like it's slow at first and then it starts to go parabolic, I think that that fifth wave may land around $1, which would be that 4.236 extension. Like I have shown in previous videos, that upper trend line and that 4.236 extension, when measuring from the top of wave 3 to the bottom of wave 4, this is a very key area for a wave 5 to end at. And as we could see, after it hit those extensions and those measurements for that wave 5, it went into a deep bear market. So that is the best case scenario I see for VECHAIN playing out. Now if it doesn't reach that upper trend line and that 4.236, then we may see lower targets, and I think at the very minimum we will see around 35 cents. If it doesn't get up there, these are going to be the next resistance levels that it needs to pass to get up to there. So this first one's going to be around 35 cents. 1.618 is going to be around 40. That 2.0 is going to be around 50 cents, and then we'll see 65, 85, and then $1. So these are just resistance levels that it needs to get through to get up to that 4.236 in that upper trend line, but it definitely can top anywhere within these Fibonacci extension levels. But I think for VECHAIN we will see over 28 cents very soon in this intermediate third wave. That's my TA on VECHAIN. Now I'm going to be going over Chainlink. I believe that this is primary wave 1, this is 2, and this whole entire move right here was just a very big extended wave 3. I'm going to be showing you guys why I think that is. And the reason why I think that this is just a very big primary wave 3 is because intermediate wave 3 and 5 were both extended. And this isn't that common. You don't really see this in the crypto market, but it is possible. And usually when you have two elongated waves, it's going to be wave 3 and 5. And that's exactly what we see in this example. So I believe that this is intermediate wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And wave 3 is a extended wave, and what this means is that the minor waves in this can be bigger than this intermediate wave. That's what an extended wave is. So we see that for intermediate wave 3, and then for intermediate wave 4 it corrected as an expanded flat. This is just an ABC structure, except B goes above the origin of wave A, and then C ends beyond the end of wave A. And then it went on to set intermediate wave 5. So within an extended third wave, within this intermediate wave 3, there's 5 waves up to the minor degree. And then you see within minor wave 3, there is another 5 waves up to the minute degree. And then in the extended 5th wave, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to the minor degree. And then within minor wave 5, there is 5 waves up to the minute degree. So that is why I think that this is just a big wave 3, because intermediate wave 3 and intermediate wave 5 both extended. So after that occurred, primary wave 4 came in, and this just took correction as a regular zigzag. So this is when it has 5 waves down, an ABC up, and another 5 waves down. So I believe that's the bottom of primary wave 4, and it is going on to set primary wave 5. And within primary wave 5, there is 5 waves up to the intermediate degree. Now I'm going to go over my targets for Chainlink for this 5th wave. There's a numerous amount of targets for a 5th wave. I'm going to go over some of the lower ones first. If we do get a smaller 5th wave, we may see around $70. I don't think that's as likely as it going up to this 1.382 to the 2.0 Fibonacci extension levels, which would be anywhere from around $90 to $125. But this is just the bare minimum target of around 70. Now if it does clear all them Fibonacci extension levels, we may see this get up to around $180 to $190 at the very best case scenario. But it does have to clear all of these retracement levels on the way up. Now let's say it does breach these Fibonacci extension levels and it does get through $70 to $125. We may see it get up to $180 to $190. Now since primary wave 3 is extended, sometimes you will see a wave 1 and a wave 5 equal in length. So if all them Fibonacci extension levels were to get breached and we were to see this thing get up to that 4.236 extension, this would be another confluence, because this takes it up right up to about $170. So still in that price range. Also, Chainlink's been in a very nice channel since 2018. You can see how much it's tested this resistance level. And you see all these big impulse waves tend to reach up to that level. So that would also be another confluence that if this thing is about to start going parabolic, that it may find a top right around there. But like I said, if it doesn't reach all the way up to that 4.236, it may top in these Fibonacci retracement levels. And I drew these lines so you could see the price on the right side of the screen at what those resistance levels are going to be that it needs to get through to reach to that top extension. And it may top at either one of these. But I definitely think that this thing is getting ready for a big move upwards, and it will start to clear this previous high, which is going to be around $54. Now I'm going to be going over my technical analysis on XRP and SIACOIN. I'm just going to be doing a light update on these coins because, as you can see, I made 2 videos diving into my in-depth Elliott wave analysis and targets for both of these coins. So if you guys haven't checked out these videos, definitely go check them out. So in my previous video on XRP, I stated that we were in this triangle, and I said once it broke out of this triangle, we would start to see some massive momentum to the upside. And I posted that video around $1.12, and it did get that break of that triangle, but I did make an update tweet saying that usually when XRP breaks out of these triangles, it's slow at first, and as long as it's held under these Fibonacci retracement levels, it may be chop, and it may just go sideways. But once it does break around that 130 area, that's when I do think we will start to see that massive move upwards. Here's an example of when XRP made a triangle and it was under Fibonacci retracement levels. As you can see, it was just slow at first. This is typically what you see, but once it did break that 786 Fibonacci retracement level, that's when we did start to see that massive parabolic move. So I do expect the same for this time. I believe it's going on to set wave 3 of 3 right now. And once it breaks that 130 resistance, that's when we will start to see wave 3 get some massive momentum upwards. XRP is also retesting this key trend line as support. As you can see, since April, it's been held down, and it used to retest this as resistance. Now it's testing it as support right now. And we did get a doji the other day. So I don't think that it will break this level. I think that at worst we may see some chop sideways under that 786, but once it does break through there, everything is adding up for a massive rally upwards. And for Cya Coin, I'm basically just expecting the same thing I went over in my last video. It broke out of this triangle on the daily time frame, and it is retesting it as support. It did break out, and now it's forming this descending triangle. So until it breaks this upper trend line, we may just continue to see some consolidation. But this chart is still looking very good to me. I think once it breaks that trend line, we will start to see that massive wave 3. So I think that Cya Coin will break out of this descending triangle to the upside. Now there is always that chance that it breaks down, and if that's the case, we may just see a short-term pullback correction back down before seeing that massive wave 3 come in. But I'm really looking for this thing to break this upper trend line and break to the upside, because this would just confirm everything that Elliott wave has already told us. So my opinion has not changed that this thing is getting ready to have a massive surge. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below. Tell me which kind of videos you guys like more, me going over multiple altcoins, not as in-depth Elliott wave analysis, or if you guys just like me sticking with one altcoin and going super in-depth into my targets and Elliott wave analysis. Also, drop a thumbs up down below, and I'll continue to post more of this type of content. Have a good one.